Hey guys, Red Dot Shooters here, and here's my review of the Gen 4 Glock 34. So maybe you're currently looking for a full-size handgun, and you're working your way through all the popular options out there. That's no easy task, because there are a ton of great pistols on the market right now. Now of course, one of the most famous options out there is the Glock. And today in this review, I want to give you 5 reasons why the Gen 4 Glock 34 should be one of the handguns on your short list. So give me your full attention right now, because here they are. Reason 1. The G34 is chambered in 9mm. 9mm is my preferred pistol cartridge, and I really only have 2 simple reasons why. It's powerful, and it's cheap. I think by this point it's pretty well established that some 9mm loads are plenty powerful for a handgun. But the best part is you can easily find some 9mm range ammo for some fairly cheap prices. And here's the thing, when you're practicing with your gun every month or every couple weeks or more, the price of your ammunition starts to become very noticeable. Look, shooting is fun, but I think it's a lot more fun sending 18 cents downrange every time as opposed to 30 cents. So 9mm is my go-to. Most of my handguns are chambered in 9mm because it costs me less to shoot them. Reason 2. It's a full-size Gen 4 frame. For most people, a full-size frame is easier to control and easier to shoot than a compact or a subcompact frame. At least I know that's the case for me because I'm just able to get a more complete grip on the gun. Now out of the Glock generations, I'm a fan of the Gen 4 for a couple of reasons. I think the texturing does a good job of really locking your hand on the gun without being too aggressive or too uncomfortable. And I also like that this dimension right here is a little more narrow than on the Gen 3s, because I feel like the overall smaller grip really helps me vice onto the gun. Now you might ask, why not go with a Gen 5 that has the same texturing and no finger grooves? Well, I've never had any issue with the Glock finger grooves because they line up perfectly for my hand. And I do recommend actually gripping a Glock before getting one to make sure that's the case for you. But aside from that, I don't really like the molded in magwell that you get on the Gen 5s. I'd rather just install an aftermarket one if that's a feature I'm looking for on the gun. Now with that said, I do have an issue with this frame. I like holding the gun up really high when I'm shooting, and Glocks do give me slide bite. If you don't know what that is, it's when the slide cuts you slightly as it moves back. Now luckily I have a solution for this, which is another reason I like the Gen 4 Glocks. You do get several backstraps included with the Gen 4s, and some of them actually have a beavertail. Now I already told you I like this dimension right here, so instead of putting the whole backstrap on, I just cut it right here right under the pin and installed the beavertail, and I get no problems with slide bite. Reason 3. It's a long slide pistol. So now we get to the question, why go with a long slide? Why not just go with a Glock 17? I think the Glock 17 is a fantastic pistol with its own advantages, but there are a couple benefits to having a long slide pistol. First, you get a longer barrel, which gives your rounds a little more muzzle velocity. So basically, the same round becomes a little bit meaner coming out of a long slide pistol. And second, you get a longer sight radius, which can be helpful for your accuracy and your shooting speed as well. I have shot this pistol out to 100 yards, and I notice a difference over pistols with shorter slides. It just seems to be easier to hit. Now part of that is because I upgraded the sights to these Warren Tacticals that are very precise. But the standard Glock sights do work, even though I don't like that they're plastic, and I think the sight radius plays a large role in making this gun fairly easy to shoot. Now the disadvantage that you get with the Glock 34 is the exposed barrel from the cutout. Something can potentially get in there and cause problems, but that being said, I shoot in a fairly dusty environment, and I've never had any issues with stuff getting caught in the cutout of this gun. Reason 4. It's easy to disassemble. Field stripping this Glock, and all Glocks really, is very easy. All you have to do is make sure it's clear, pull the trigger to release the striker, then pull down on these little tabs, and the slide comes right off, and the recoil spring and the barrel lift out. But if you want to go even further than that and completely disassemble this gun, you can literally take the whole thing apart with this. And honestly, I'm not the most handy person in the world, but I've fully disassembled this gun many times to swap out parts, which is actually another benefit because there are tons and tons of accessories for Glocks. Alright, reason 5. It's lightweight. Glocks, for what they are really lightweight. And that's something to think about when you're looking for a pistol. I have steel guns, which have their own benefits. But just holding these two side by side, the Glock really stands out as the option I'd choose to carry around in a holster all day if I had to. And that's even with the TLR1 on here, which is an awesome weapon light, and I'll link it below if you want to find out more about it. So there it is, guys. Even though the Glock 34 isn't perfect, which no pistol is, it's a user-friendly gun that runs reliably, and with cheap 9mm range ammo, can be shot without breaking the bank. Now remember, shooting a pistol can be a lot more difficult than shooting a rifle, because you really have to make sure your shooting fundamentals are on point. And if you are looking for some help improving your marksmanship, check out my free guide that shows you how to improve your shooting without leaving your home or spending a dime. It's a very simple exercise, and I use it myself to continue my own improvement. So to gain access to that, just go below in the description and hit the link, or type into your browser red.shooters.com/trigger. Again, it's 100% free, and it's a great way to improve your skills without spending more money on ammo. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more gun and gear reviews.